It's just gone 5:30 in the morning, and I'm not sure if I've slept yet. The reason being, I have been thinking and planning, because that's my life. All I do is I think and I plan and I think. So this way, I don't stuff up my life. I don't find myself in a situation where I can't, but I would like to do something, but I can't. So I don't live like that, which is why I'm in the situation where I'm the one looking after my sister. But the reason I'm doing this video is because while I was thinking about my next move, a thought occurred to me that I said in my previous video that I have a different mentality. And it is true. I think all of my family, including my sister in the hospital, share the same mentality, which is why they're all doing their own thing. Supposing, for example, so this is my sense of humor now. Supposing I was to say, right, that's it, I'm done. I'm just going to abandon my sister in the hospital and go back home, back to my life that I had before. That was so simple. Roll out of bed, work, roll back into bed, and just do everything that I want to do at my leisure. Supposing I was to say that, every single one of you watching the video would say, you can't do that. And let me ask you, what are you doing in your life? Are you doing your own thing, or are you sort of in a situation like me, where you've completely given up your life, for want of a better term, to take care of somebody else's needs? Are you doing that? So you see, I had a conversation with Mother earlier, and I, um, I've said before that when I was still at school, when I was 17, she kicked me out. And there she is stuck in Kent saying, oh, I would help, but I'm all the way down here. So like I said, I think, I plan, I think. So she's there, and there's nothing she can do. So it's me every day, every evening. I was saying to my friend Margaret last night on the way home, sorry, on the way back to my sister's place, you can predict my movements. Every evening at 8:30, I'm going to be trudging up that hill coming here, right? And before, my life was so simple. So we were just there talking, and so I needed to give Mother updates, as I said I would. So I called her. So I won't say what I said, but she was insisting, oh, I'm here, I can't do anything, right? So while I'm laying there thinking and working out what I need to do and so forth, because remember, I still got work to do as well, right? Um, the thought occurred to me that um, the reason all of them are where they are, living their lives, doing what they're doing, unable to pitch in, unwilling to pitch in for whatever reason, is because they all share the same mindset, which is the evidence of why, as Margaret was saying, every time there's anything, it always falls on me. I'm the one who ends up in the situation where I'm picking up for other people. And some would say, oh, you shouldn't do that. Well, like I said, if I was to say now, that's it, I'm just going to pack up and go back home and leave my sister in the hospital, everybody would say, you can't do that. But then, who is helping me, or who is willing to come and take over, or who is in a position to do that? So that's just the point that I wanted to make. But I really do think that, when I said to Margaret when we were talking last night, I said, there's that saying, God helps those who help themselves. And she said, well, that's not strictly true. But I said, God rewards effort. I know this for a fact. He does reward effort. So if you put in your bit, then he will do what he needs to do as well. God loves a trier. I agree with that 100%. And I can say that because I've got experience. So while everybody else is where they are, family members, hello to all of you, praying or sending well wishes or whatever, none of them are in a position to come and do anything to help, because like I said, that's how they've organized themselves. I'm using them as an example. I don't know how anybody else's family rolls, but I'm just using this as an example. Perhaps you can learn wisdom from it. But yeah, so I said I put thought into everything. I put thought into how things are going to impact my life when I'm doing things for myself. So for example, I look after my health. Well, again, speaking to mother, I said, I would not be in any situation like that, because she knows there have been times when I haven't been feeling well, and I've self-medicated and I'm better the next day, right? So that's how I go about doing things. Like I said, God rewards effort. There is such a thing as inspiration. My quack medicines are inspired. But for example, if I recommend something to someone and they were to try it but go about it half-heartedly, they wouldn't get the same results, because I've recommended things to people and they said, oh, I tried it but it didn't work. It's because you didn't put your heart and soul into it. So yeah, so basically it was just that one thought. The reason why I'm the one who's taking, basically packed up my life, and I'm here, and sort of every day the same routine to the hospital and all of that. And then we've got a meeting on Wednesday and a hospital appointment on the 28th and all of this. So whatever I'm doing, like I said, I've still got to work. I've got to put everything aside to be able to go and keep those appointments. Meanwhile, family members want to tell me I'm praying. Do you really think God is going to answer such prayers? I'm praying. Praying with what? And what sacrifices are you making? So I'm at that point now, like, well, mother had a few home truths, because I said to her, I don't have anything in common with any of them. I keep myself to myself, and I don't need any of them. I'm quite happy by myself. I can get on and live my life without the assistance of anybody. And the reason I've got good health is because I make sure that I'm not going to be in a situation where anybody needs to come and look after me, right? So I blatantly said that to her, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna have a conversation with my sister when I get to the hospital as well, because just need to find out from her what her mindset is. Is this what you've accepted for yourself? Do you want to get better? So on, because I will take that up with her later, because I'm like this. I have a shelf life, and where at such a time I will put so much into a thing, but then when I see that there's nothing coming back, in other words, I will put my effort in, E for effort. I put my effort in, but I expect to see some effort from you. So I want to know exactly what my sister's thinking. She's in the hospital, but I want to know what she's thinking, how she sees her future, and then I can sort of decide what I'm going to do from that point. But yeah, so it's just that, really. But I just, here with my sense of humor, in spite of everything, just thinking, yeah, all of them are there about their praying, and they're thinking of me and this and that and the other. Great. And meanwhile, they're living their cozy lives. Well, whatever cozy is in their world. So it was just that, really. So I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I think I didn't do any work yesterday or the day before, and I think I'm gonna probably write off today as well and try to reset and start again on Monday. Because I've not really had any time to myself to rest and just relax. So I think I'll just write off today, and like I said, we'll go again on Monday and play catch up. So I'm off to bed.